Hey guys, Tony here from Tectonic Byte, and this is the Christmas themed gaming desk setup tour. So before we start, I just want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays, and I hope you guys enjoy the holiday season with your family. So first on the desk setup tour, we have the HP 23ES monitor. It's a monitor that I use all the time because it was pretty cheap and the features that it includes are really good. So the screen resolution is 1080p and it's an IPS display, so the colors are going to be pretty accurate, but I don't know the specific specifications. There are basically no bezels and the screen is pretty big, so I really like it. On top of the monitor sits a BenQ screenbar lamp, and this basically lights up the whole desk. It just sits on top of the monitor and just illuminates everything. And I really like it because there's a power button, of course. There's the temperature setting button, so depending on what time of day it is, you can change the temperature of the light. And then there's also a brightness setting. And next to the power button, there's a button that detects what temperature of light it is, and it basically adjusts to that, so it'll provide an optimal lighting experience. Another lamp that BenQ sent out to me was this lamp, and this lamp is really cool because it's adjustable. Of course, there's like 3 points of adjustment, and the light is really bright. I really like the design of the lamp because it looks futuristic and basically straight out of a sci-fi movie. It looks really futuristic and modern, and I really like it. On the top, you're gonna find the power button, which is basically just the circular ring on the back. You just tap it and it just turns on and off. And then right next to that, there's a dial that you can adjust the temperature and the brightness by just clicking on the dial and adjusting it. And the curvature of the lamp is really useful because it reduces glare on the desk. And traditional lamps, especially the ones that I used to use, they always produced a lot of glare, especially on my screen. And this is going to be very helpful for those that game a lot and always have their light on. And when you're gaming, you're gonna need light because maybe you want to look at your keyboard when you're gaming, like if you don't know which key to use, and everything will be perfectly lit. And I especially do a lot of things at night, like editing, so this lamp and the screen bar are going to be really helpful for that. So in terms of my peripherals, I'm using the Logitech K360 keyboard, and this keyboard is pretty good because it was pretty cheap and the keys don't feel that mushy, yet they don't feel like mechanical keys. I'm pretty used to laptop keys, but I kind of like that tactile feeling, so this is why I went with this keyboard. And on the right of that is my Logitech G602 mouse, and I really like this mouse because it has a ton of programmable keys. The buttons are really tactile, the scroll wheel is really nice, and the ergonomics of this mouse is just stellar. I really like using this because I can basically keep my hand on it for a couple hours and it won't feel sore at all. This mouse fits my hand perfectly, and I really like that because if I'm going to be spending hours editing, this is going to be really helpful. And the mousepad I'm using is just a Tectonic Byte mousepad that I got a while ago with a coupon, and I only printed like 2 or 3, so maybe I could give it away, but like it's an old logo, so I don't know if I want to keep it or not. This laptop is the Dell Inspiron 7579 laptop, and this laptop is a beast because it has 8GB of RAM, 256GB of storage, and an Intel Core i5, so it basically performs really well for basically any task. And for gaming, it's pretty decent because I can play at about 1080p at 30 frames per second on a game like CSGO. Other than that, I don't think it's the best for gaming. The display is a 1080p display, and it looks pretty good. And you're not going to expect that much from a laptop that is like relatively cheap but provides really good specs. So for the headphones that I'm using these Razer Kraken 7.1 Chroma, something like that. What were these headphones called? So with the headphones I'm using these Razer headphones, and I forgot the name of them, but I'll link them down in the description below. And these headphones sound really good when you're gaming. You can hear basically footsteps around you, and it provides a really immersive gaming experience, especially because you feel like you're in the game. These headphones weren't that cheap, but if you want to step up your gaming experience, I'd highly recommend these. They also feel really comfortable on the head for a long time, and the ear cups are pretty big for my ears, and they fit perfectly. So the cushions are really comfortable, and I could basically keep them on all day without them starting to hurt my head. So on the side of the desk setup is the Lamicall phone stand, and this phone stand holds up my phone, so when you're gaming and you get a notification, you can just check on it without bringing your phone up and checking it. And I really like this phone stand because you can watch movies on it without holding it, and it won't strain your neck as much as like looking flat down. And it's a really useful phone stand, and even my siblings take it away from me because they love it so much. One of the other products that I used on this gaming desk setup tour is the Google Home Mini, and I love this device because it's just so cute. It's made of really good fabric, the build quality is superb, and it's on sale for about $30 right now, so I think it's a steal. I use it to ask for weather, ask for stocks, and just mess around with it, like ask jokes and stuff, and it's a really cool companion to have on your desk. Since I use so many lights on this setup, I'm gonna mention these lights that I'm using to light the whole entire setup is the LIFX bulbs, and these LIFX bulbs are really good, and I recently made a review on them, so you can check that out after you're done watching this video. So these LIFX bulbs, they get really bright, the colors are nice and saturated, and you can control it all from your smartphone. And the app is a really intuitive app, and I love using it because it's so easy to just switch between the colors. The LIFX bulbs themselves are a little bit on the expensive side, but you don't have to buy an external hub like Philips Hue bulbs or an external bridge to connect to your Wi-Fi. So it saves you a bit of money and time. And that's really why I like LIFX bulbs, because all these features combined together provide a really nice experience with these bulbs. They're sitting on light stands, but you could also install them on light fixtures. So that about wraps up this Christmas themed desk setup tour. I hope you guys liked it, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe because it really helps out the channel. And also turn on notifications because YouTube lately has been really weird with their subscriptions. So that's it.